welcome back to our Just Women Talk Show. Another exciting episode in the Women Empowerment Series. I want to use this opportunity to say again, Happy International Women's Month or Happy International Women's Day to you all. We will celebrate every day in this month of March as Women's Month, and that has, and hence the reason for featuring this series, Women Empowerment. Basically, all the topics in this series is just to empower, encourage, enrich, and inspire all women all over the world. So today we have with us our beautiful and wonderful Dr. Mrs. Claudine by name. She has been here once and she's visiting us for the second time. So if you are watching with us, please subscribe to our channel, sit back and catch up with this insightful episode. You're welcome, Dr. Mrs. Claudine.
Thank you so much. Hello, everybody.
Good to have you on Mama Just once again.
Thank you.
So we are treating the topic, the woman on assignment. The woman on assignment. I will start by asking, what is the major assignment of a woman?
Wow. I think the major assignment of women is numerous, but I think our main assignment is to nurture people. We need to nurture people because we are the mothers and we are the ones who take care of our children. In fact, we are the ones who take care of our men. We are the ones who take care of the nation. So our major assignment is to nurture, and another assignment is to make a difference in the lives of the people that we interact with. And also another assignment is to empower people, because at the end of the day, when we are gone, we want our children to be in a position that they'll be able to look after themselves, and they'll be able to turn back and say, my mother or my parents made an impact in my life. So I think the assignment is to nurture, to empower, and to ensure that you add value to the lives of your children as well, and to the lives of others around you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Claudine. So it all starts with the home.
Yes.
Making an impact in your home first, before you are able to
move on
and impact the society around you.
Yes.
Thank you so much for that insightful take. So next on, we want to understand how one should identify your area of assignment, because I believe that every woman has got different callings, unique callings. So how can one identify what calling she has been, purposed for in life?
I think first of all, you need to start praying about it. To say, God, I know I'm here, but I think you have a higher purpose for me. What is it that you want me to be? What impact do you want me to make on the lives of other people? So start by praying and committing it to God, and then God will actually open your spiritual eye to ensure that you actually see what is there in front of you. Like for me personally, I think growing up, I wanted to be a lawyer. But I'm so far away from it, because being a lawyer was like my first thought. But as I grew older, I realized that I don't think being a lawyer is for me, because I found myself being drawn towards women and girls, empowering women and girls. I realized that's my passion, because I was always like in that position to see that I grew up in a village where I saw so many women being downtrodden. And at times they even come up to me and maybe they want to write a letter, and they say, please come and write for them. And I'm thinking to myself, these are women, they cannot even read, they cannot even write. I mean, so there's so much, and I saw some of them being beaten by their husbands. So I think probably these are some of the things that I started seeing, and I realized from an early age that that I need to do something that will help to empower women and girls and make them live a better life in society.
Thank you so much, Dr. Claudine. So it starts with that passion that you actually notice that you have.
Yes.
It's hard to say. So many women might have one or two things they wish to do, but hindrances here and there. Could you share with us certain hindrances that you face, especially as Africans?
Well, first of all, I think we have to deal with perceptions and stereotypes, because growing up at times, you've always been told, you're a woman, you cannot do A, B, C, D, I know what the word of God says, but at the same time as well, society also has its own restrictions, their own take. That even they think as a woman, you should not even be too educated, because they'll say no one would marry you, there are all this type of things. So basically, I think, so these are some of the challenges in terms of society. At times, even from your own family, they will say things like, you are just a woman, so you should not go overboard with things. So I remember even at some point now when I wanted to do my PhD, there were a few people who were worried that you know, is it not enough that your husband has a PhD? You know, why would you want to even, and some even went as far as to tell my husband that, do you want to allow your wife to do a PhD? That means you both be on the same level. A man should always be higher up. You know, so these are some of the challenges, and it has nothing to do with who has A, B, C, and D. And because at the end of the day, it's respect and tolerance as a partner. So you have challenges from the family, from society, and even from your peers as well. But you just have to learn to overcome these challenges. Yeah, you have to learn.
Thank you so much, Dr. Claudine. Before we go into how those challenges could be overcome, could you share with us the impact? Because definitely this has impacted so many. You see so many women are quiet, they feel redundant, they feel helpless because they've got this passion to do something. But as you mentioned, societal challenges and what have you, as you have mentioned earlier, has, you know, stood as a stumbling block from, you know, allowing them to move on their vision and passion. So could you shed more light on that? The implication it will have on the women.
Well, I think I'll start from me as an example. I think for the International Day of the Girl Child, I did post something because I reflected on my life and I realized how far I've come. And then I thought to myself, what if I'd been born in a family where they do not value the girl child, where they did not make me, give me an education? You know, maybe if I'd been born in a family where they had said, oh, she's just a girl child, you know, let's just take care of her until she gets to the age of marriage, then we make sure that we give her to the highest bidder, to someone who would give money. And I realized to myself, you know, if that had been the case, like it could easily have been the case.
Absolutely.
But then, you know, I realized that it's so much potential that would have gone to waste. Because I look at myself, see how far I've come. Without even being boastful, but I'm thinking, you know, just like that, so much could have gone to waste if that had been the perception of my parents. And then I realized, well, maybe I'm lucky that I got parents who saw the value of a girl child. But then also, so many have not been lucky. So what I'm saying is that so many potentials of girls and women have gone to waste because of these negative perceptions of what a woman should or should not do. People don't even want to support women to do anything, not even in terms of education, even in terms of business, in terms of so many things. So many things. So many women end up, you know, not even realizing their potential. They become redundant, they become dependent on other people. And at the end of the day, they live a low standard of life. So it impacts on the woman, it even impacts on their children, and it impacts on the society as a whole.
This is very sad.
Yeah.
And mentioning that it impacts on the children, you know, when you look at children from homes where the parents are empowered, there's a whole lot of difference.
Yes, there is.
It affects their self-esteem, their confidence. It takes a child who has not had maybe probably educated parents, except that child has gone out of his or her way to empower herself.
Yes.
It's easier for children that have empowered parents to feel empowered.
Exactly.
So I thank you so much for sharing, that.
And that is why I also encourage people like that. Even if you're not educated yourself, don't limit your child. Go all out to ensure that your child has some level of education. Not everyone would have a PhD or a master's, but give them the basics of education. Probably that person wants to go to entrepreneurship. But give them the basics and then they will springboard from there.
Absolutely. Yes. Thank you so much.
Okay.
So with regards to what you do, let's digress a bit. I know you have a calling for young girls and making sure that young girls are educated. I can see you have a passion and drive for that. You know, I wanted you to, you know, share with us your life experiences regarding that, probably to help one or two viewers. At what phase in life did you realize that you had that, and what were the signs you were seeing that pushed you or propelled you to, you know?
I think because I got to realize that as a woman, I've got potentials as any man. Because growing up, probably if you had told me maybe 10, 15 years back that you would have gone up to that PhD level, I would have even said, are you joking? Because at times as women, we tend to underestimate ourselves. You know, and we all want to get married and have children, but at times we just think that's the limit for us. We don't think beyond that. You know, for us, that could be our highest achievement. It is good. I'm not saying it's wrong. It's nice to be married and have your kids, but there's also more to that. So, I finished school and everything, and I just thought, you know, every day, you know, soon I'll get married, have a life. And then I decided to do a post-grad, and then I realized that all of a sudden, I was having a distinction, you know, from school to undergrad, and then I got to post-grad level, and then I realized that, you know, now my full potential is coming out. how come I didn't even get a distinction when I was going to school? Because maybe probably I just underestimated myself, that I just wanted the basics. So that propelled me now from having a first degree, then I went up to doing like a postgraduate diploma in African Studies, then I went up to do a postgraduate diploma in mass communication.
Wow.
And all of this I was like getting this, now because like my full potential was coming out, even going to do a master's and having a distinction as well. I'm like, wow. So these things existed. Yes, these things are there. So basically that propelled me to say, you know what, girls are wasting because we are not realizing our full potential. So I thought, you know, I need to do something to push you to that limit, to unleash your potential. Wow. Because the potential is there, but at times we don't see it. I never saw my potential until even at a later age. At a later age. But I think now, if someone is there who's already realized that girls have so much potential, start engaging with them at an early age. Wow. Tell them that you can do this. I see. Help them. So that is how I started like being engaged in girls empowerment. Interesting. Yes. Interesting. And I picked one or two things from you which I can actually relate to. I remember back then in my university days, the first term, you know, I underestimated the power of you know, not studying, because I was used to passing exams without studying. Yes. So yes, I think that was the same with me. I was used to like, even if I don't study, I can pass. But that was just that was a mistake, because when I decided to study and you know, work harder, I could see the commitment showing. Exactly. So hence I'm using that to empower my children. You know, that you have to work hard, and dedication and commitment will help you to make excellent results. You know. So thank you so much. I would love you to just finally shed more light on with regards to how, you know, women can overcome these challenges they face that is stopping them from achieving their assignments. I think I want to encourage all the girls or women listening, or even the men themselves, because they have wives, they have sisters and daughters as well, that, you know, never ever limit the potential of a girl child. And you, if it's a girl listening or a woman, never ever limit yourself. Realize that you have a potential. At times as women, we are just like satisfied with the basics. We just context that this is what it is. We never push ourselves. Like my sister was saying, like just now, that she knows that she can pass her exams. It was just like me as well. I knew at the end of the day I can scrape through. But when I started making an effort, studying as I should have studied all along, I saw the results. So I just want to say as my last message that don't limit yourself, don't underestimate yourself. Remember that you've got a bigger potential out there. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Claudine. So viewers, there you have it. Don't underestimate yourself. Go for it. Seek the face of God and direction will come. Yes. And make sure you go on your assignment. God bless you. God bless you. See you next time. Thank you. Bye. Bye.